Okay, so today we're talking oysters, specifically Hama Hama oysters from the West Coast. Our friends Adam and Alyssa James out in the Canal area of Washington. If you received your oysters, they came in a mesh bag like this. One of the questions we get a lot is how to store the oysters. Don't store the oysters on ice or with ice on them unless it's in a bag, or if they're in a pan that when the ice melts, they can drain. Oysters that sit in fresh water in melted ice will die, so we don't want to do that. Just in a bowl in the coldest part of your refrigerator really is all you need, maybe with a damp towel over the top, and that's it in your refrigerator, so no need for ice. When you open up the bag, you're going to see in every bag there's an oyster tag. And so this is the information that is sent to us with every bag of oysters, and that you get also with every bag of oysters. And this is required by law. Oysters are really some of the most heavily regulated product that we deal with in the restaurant world. And so this tag is going to tell you a few things. It's going to tell you what type of oyster we have. So we have an Hama Hama oyster here. It's going to tell you the harvest date, when they were harvested. So April 24th. So today's the 29th. They were harvested 5 days ago. So these guys are super fresh. They actually got to me yesterday, so they really got them super fresh. So all of this is so that the health department can track oysters in case there's ever any problems, but we're not going to have any issues there. So we have a dozen oysters in each bag. Let's talk about how we shuck them. You can save this. In the restaurant, we're required to save this for 90 days, and we have them all. So this is, the Hama Hama is a pretty typical West Coast oyster. Beach raised, you can kind of tell. It's got some barnacles and things on it. It's a little bit gnarly. It's got that kind of scalloped edge and kind of a deep cup like that. So this is pretty typical of a West Coast oyster. And in terms of shucking, what we want to find here is the hinge, this area in here. And you just kind of work the tip of your knife in, and you'll find at a certain point it kind of grabs. You can even pick the oyster up without holding it. And then just, in this case, it kind of slid right in, but just twist your wrist towards you, and then slide perpendicular and pop the oyster shell open. And at this point, we need to slide the knife along the top of the shell to separate the abductor muscle. And that's right here. So the abductor muscle is on the top shell and on the bottom shell. And so we want to release the abductor muscle on the bottom shell, and that way the oyster will slip right off and into your mouth. You can serve it with a little mignonette sauce, which is just a little red wine vinegar, shallots, and black pepper, or a grind of black pepper and lemon juice. And enjoy your Hama Hama oysters and maybe a Bloody Mary or a nice glass of William Fev Chablis. Cheers.